What?
Yep, now we're recording.
We're recording? No, keep it right here.
Get out there, kid.
Am I in the picture?
Yep, in here.
Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today I actually have a pretty good video for you guys. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys have this week. Most of y'all probably don't, but the ones who do, or the ones that come to my channel because of this video, welcome. So, we're doing the oil filter housing gasket. This was one of the leaks out of the many leaks that happened after my engine overheated. This is mostly caused when your water pump ends up going out and all the heat just ends up blowing this little gasket. So, just a few tools that you need. You need this gasket right off the bat. Link's gonna be in the description. I got this for like 12, 15 bucks. And then you need I think it's an 8mm swivel socket. I have a picture of that somewhere over here of how the head needs to look. I bought the other one that's like a square head that is not the right head. You need this, like, what is it, polygon? So I'll show you guys
Germans.
Picture over here, some German stuff, alright? I can't be saying that, I'm trying to work at BMW. Alright. Alright guys, so like I said, we need that 8mm swivel, the 1/4 inch.
Ooh!
Is it good?
Yeah, baby.
Okay. So this is the 6-inch extension that I had to buy, and then this is just the ratchet that I got. I'm pretty sure everyone has this simple ratchet. It's like $5, and you get the whole sockets for it and everything. Super cheap at Harbor Freight. So you can see that the swivel is in there. That's why we need this angle part, unless you want to. What is this thing? We're on this thing. What is this? Is it headers?
It's all part of the valve covers and valves and intake and all that good stuff.
Okay, you heard him. So we just need the swivel to go underneath there, and you guys can see it's in there. And then you do lefty loosey or righty righty.
Lucy, nor counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. Oh, that's clockwise.
Going clockwise right now, so you gotta adjust. There you go. Look at him go.
Okay, let's see if this is gonna work.
It's like a regular mechanic.
No way, dude. That's some German engineering bullshit, dude. Nah, it works, it works.
Okay. The look of fear on your face for that
Dude, this
moment.
is bad.
I don't know if you guys can see it. We're gonna try.
Oh, yo, guys, it's loose. It's loose. I can't believe it. Guys, it's loose, for real. Like, I'm actually so happy. This is the hardest screw that I've heard that you need to take out. No way, dude. Dude, this is all we need, because this is all you need to save $800. That's all you need. Is it even focused?
It is actually. You look
Wow.
pretty sexy.
Okay. I can tell that's Yusuf.
Oh! Oh! Oh god, I gotta fix this. As soon as he came, he was.
That's all he does. All right, guys, hold on, show him the cars. So I just want to take a second to acknowledge the cars that are currently here. So you got my beautiful Beamer. We got the Mustang. This is currently Ibrahim's car. It's a work in progress. Then we got the Mazda 3 over here. Gang. This is the gang car right here.
Daddy.
We got the E36 and the 350Z. Something is photographer or what?
Oh, Daddy. Alright guys, so before we get into the rest of the screws, I did loosen up the screw back there, which as you guys can see. And then, so that's one of the screws. There's one right here, right there. And I believe there's one down here. Did you get it? So this guy and that guy. But before we get to that, we have to also cover it up to make sure that the oil doesn't get on the belt. The belt does need to be replaced, but not for now. So we gotta take off the air intake and pretty much the whole routing for it. So we just need a T20 socket. And then screw, take out these 2 bolts, and we got 2 bolts over there. Okay. Take out this. Should just come off fairly easy. There we go. Yes, we have this screw right here. We're also gonna have to take off the oil filter. We're just trying to release the pressure. We don't want all the oil just dropping out or all the coolant, whatever. So we're going to release the pressure. So we want it to basically drain into the engine before we take it off, so it doesn't, you know, all come out all over the car. So you got to take this lid off. You got to take that screw off. And there's one back here. You see the end of it? It's basically on the other side. And we're going to have to try to get that screw out. I'm not sure if I can use the same head, and I'll let you guys know what head I'm going to be using.
2,000 years later.
So guys, remember when it was daylight outside? When we had sunlight to film with? And when the sky was shining bright blue and everyone was happy?
Well, let's just get straight to the point, guys. It took us like 5 hours to get this one screw out, and we legit spent like $50 on different kinds of wrenches and stuff, just trying to get the right, pretty much the right wrench to open this thing up. And apparently we had it all along. It was a very, very tough screw to get out. So we're gonna show you guys what exactly we did. There's all kinds of different methods to get to it, but this is literally the hardest bolt. Whoever said the one behind the headers was the hardest bolt, you're a dumbass. I'm sorry. That is not the hardest bolt. That is a lie. Try to make sure you can get that first bolt out, and if you can't, don't take the rest of it apart, so at least you can drive your car and take it out of a mechanic, whatever you need to do. So we did end up taking a hose out of the way so we can unscrew it, but that hose had all the coolant inside of it, so we had to drain all the coolant first. So we show you guys what we did, and yeah, let's just show you guys.
So that's your top radiator hose right there, right? It connects into here, and that third bolt you guys need is right there. I apologize if all this comes out bad. I'm really trying here. What you're gonna want to do is completely disconnect this whole hose and just get it out of your life. I would honestly throw it out in the trash. Then what you're gonna need, what it says and what the bolt calls for, is an 8mm socket. What did you end up using when you finally got this thing off?
Well,
let's show them the weapon of madness. This is what we ended up using.
We got the regular swivel that we were originally using, but instead of the 6mm one, we just went down to, I think, a 3mm, and it gave me a lot more, like, it basically, I had to put less power into it to get it out, a lot less strength to get the screw out.
And make sure when you guys are doing this, if you start feeling resistance, use some WD-40. Don't strip your bolt like we did, because this bolt, it's trash.
Yeah, it's pretty much stripped. So we're probably gonna end up ordering a new bolt, but we're gonna put this one back so at least the car is drivable. We're gonna be checking up on the bolt here and there to make sure it's not getting loose and the gasket's not causing us any problems. Gonna move everything off to the side.
Disconnect that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. You gotta keep that connected.
Why?
We're gonna make sure we're gonna cover up everything down here because I'm pretty sure oil's gonna come out. So let's grab a few rags. Alright, we're just making sure we're covering it up. Wow, the lighting is perfect.
It's almost like it was daytime. So what we did so that it wouldn't drip, we drained out the bottom, the radiator first, because we're replacing the coolant as well in this one. So there's not, but if you're not changing out the coolant, then it's gonna leak a lot. So just be aware of that.
And guys, before we actually disconnected this, we did relieve the pressure, so all the oil did fall into the engine. Now we're just gonna be cleaning this up. Make sure we can get it as clean as possible. You guys can see that the gasket actually pretty much cracked here, and you can see it went down there and everywhere around. So that's what BMW was talking about. So we're just gonna give this a good cleaning, and we'll show you guys how it looks like once it's done.
All right, guys. So basically, what you want to do to get this guy as clean as possible, it doesn't need to be perfect, but get it as good as you really can. Just take some alcohol and paper towels. And be very liberal with the alcohol and just pour it on the paper towel and then scrub. Don't be afraid to get into it and get...
Like, honestly, guys, it looks fine. You don't really need to do any more than this. And of course, you guys, I will let you know if anything goes wrong, but everything, should be fine. We're going to start taking off the gasket right now, if you guys can see. I'm going to try to see from right here where the leakage... You can see it right around here. It is all... You can see it's right there. You see all that?
Shredded.
It's all shredded and cut, and you guys can see that it actually was on there.
So I can see. Ooh.
Alright guys, so we got a little bit of it coming off. Peel it all off now.
It's like peeling off dead skin.
Look at that, guys. It is honestly terrible. I don't even know how the coolant does it to it. I guess the heat just went that bad and just melted it. So honestly, it is spongy. It's not really hard, so I didn't really get that bad, but I heard if it gets really, really hard, that's when you know you messed up. And again, now we're going to grab our dirty rag. I think it's my good rag. Well, I mean, that's no good anymore, but I'll probably get some new ones from Harbor Freight. And just start cleaning it off. Probably want to put a screwdriver, flathead, Go in between there, make sure the oil is out because the oil shouldn't have been there even in the first place. Alright guys, so right now we got it pretty much cleaned up. There's some things you just can't take off, it's fine. We're going to put the gasket back on. This should only go on one way, shouldn't be that hard. Alright guys, so we're bringing it right around over here. Gonna line it up.